realised I've been getting a lot of pleasure flying and building, modifying Bugs 3s for coming up 3 years now, and it's over 2 years ago since I made a video on putting a FTP camera, an Eachine VTX02 TX03 in the nose of a Bugs 3. So things have moved on, and I'm still using low-cost, obsolete technology, some people regard, but I've finally got around to separate VTX and camera, which has got a few advantages a lot of people realise. So this is pretty much an update of what I was doing 2 years ago. So I hope you enjoy it and find it useful. Okay, so starting with a refresher, this is original Bugs 3 with the VTX03 all-in-one unit installed in the nose. These days what I do is I use flexible rubbery stuff that tends to come with these boxes to mount it, so the whole thing's movable. It just damps out vibrations of it. So that's your conventional one. It's just plugged straight, rather than using an extra battery, it's just plugged straight into the 5-volt port on the motherboard of the Bugs 3. So when I decided to split the camera from the video transmitter, here's what happened. And shout out to Ryan, who might happen to notice the cover on this one. So it's been cut away, it's got ventilation. If you take the top off, the first thing you run into is the fact that there's something stuck on the top, and what that something is, that's a VTX02. So that's how the split's been done. I'm quite happy soldering long wires. I'm still powering things off the 5-volt port here. And there's the camera and the nose. Again, thanks to Ryan for this one. I'm not sure what it is, but it's got a big lens on it, and it's quite good, at least in bright light. So that's one way of doing it. So the antenna is sticking out the back here. By the way, this has been tested out to at least 600 meters, so it works well. So 200 milliwatt VTX02 there, attached to a 5-volt camera. And I'll show you another setup now where I can explain a bit better what I'm doing. This thing is a hybrid. It's a Bugs 6 shell and top, as you notice, but inside there's your trusty old Bugs 3 motherboard. Again, the power's coming straight off the 5-volt port. This time the VTX is sitting here. Let's get it on the camera. Yeah, that's the VTX sitting there. It's got its antenna out on the arm, and the camera it's attached to is the very latest Foxeer Razer Mini. And the way I've mounted that, I've put it in a block of foam, and with that block of foam I've actually put a bit of tube through it on the side there that rams air straight onto the VTX02 behind it. So there's the VTX02 again. Here's the Foxeer 2. So you come out of that foam quite easily, I think. Yeah. So there's the foam. There's its little funnel to ventilate the video transmitter, because at 200 milliwatt they get quite hot. So you can see this cute little unit, which is very good at low light. I'm very happy with it, and I'll probably buy other ones. And so what's happening in terms of wiring, I've cut off various plugs and I've just soldered the wires together. Lightweight, I'm now fairly good at soldering, good connections. So you've got 3 wires coming off the VTX03. You've got positive, negative, and the yellow light is taking the camera feed to the VTX, and then it's going out the antenna, feeding it back to my goggles where it's recorded. And the power to both the camera and the VTX is supplied by the 5-volt feed there. So the power is going into the VTX02, into the camera, and the whole thing works. So it was very straightforward. and it now means that I can split the camera. So if I get sick of the camera, or if the camera's not quite good enough, I can replace it. So it's slightly more expensive than having an all-in-one unit, and slightly more complicated, which is why I was in no hurry, but there are advantages. Cooling is one, being able to split as demonstrated with the Bugs 3, being able to split where you put the antenna is another. So going back to the Bugs 3, as I say, I've got the antenna sticking out the back of this one. The length of the wires doesn't seem to have any influence on anything, and there's various ways to pack a camera into the nose of a Bugs 3. I think you're well up on that. But again, I'm sticking with low-cost technology. It gives me the results I want. I enjoy flying them and I enjoy filming with them. So I'll stay with it, particularly until I find out what the governments are doing with regulation in this whole area. So hope you enjoy this and happy flying.